Today's topic is very interesting, how to get 10 on 10. So you would be knowing it before. In my other description there is a small link. You can also go through it. How to get 5 on 5 I've given. That means what these videos means actually is, see, for 5 marks questions, how well to answer, or if it is a 10 marks question, how to answer it. Okay, the methodology of approaching the question. Okay, so the same question I have taken, the same question for 5 marks I had taken, the same question I have carried on to the 10 marks, so that you will know the difference between how to approach for 10 marks and what and all, the things that you will have to include it for 10 marks, and what and all things need to be included for 5 marks. How should you plan your answer to approach 10 marks and how to approach the 5 marks questions. Okay, this is one of the best example that I have taken today. For the example, the same question that I have taken, water vascular system of echinoderms. Okay, this will be for 10 marks explanation. So here I have drawn two diagrams. See, in for 5 marks I had drawn only the water vascular system directly. Okay, but here when you need to answer for 10 marks, then something extra need to be there, and what actually is, you will have to explain completely in detail. Okay, what is water vascular system, where is it situated, how does it look, and what and all things are there, everything remains the same. Okay, but the extra thing that you're going to plan is what you're going to get the other 5 marks. Okay, here is the two diagrams, oral surface and the arboreal surface that I've drawn. Is the oral surface of the sea star and the arboreal surface of the sea star. Arboreal surface of the sea star has the madreporite and the anus. See, the madreporite is the region which is the opening for the water vascular system. So first of all, we are showing here what is the significance of this diagram, how is it connected to this question, is because we are showing the location of the madreporite. Okay, where is the anus, how does the sea star look. Okay, so here is the madreporite and here is the anus. That means it clearly shows that the madreporite is on the arboreal region. Okay, on the oral surface in the same side I have given ambulacral grooves and mouth, and also the spines are common, arms are common. Okay, so this is the oral surface and this is the arboreal surface of the sea star. So this is a picture of the water vascular system. The same thing which we had drawn for 5 marks, the same diagram only can be carried to the 10 marks also. Okay, so the diagram here shows us the tube feet, madreporite, stone canal, Tiedeman's bodies, radial canal, sucker, podium and ampulla. Three are the structures of the tube feet. Okay, and this is the lateral canal of the tube feet and the pentagonal ring canal, which is the central disc that we call. Very significant role it is going to do, because it is only going to radiate for the 5 arms and gives the space for the ambulacral grooves and also the tube feet. Okay, so before going on to the water vascular system directly, we are going to quote few points based on the echinoderms and the related points of the water vascular system. Okay, so sea star are free living marine animals. Okay, so scientific name of the sea star is Astris here. Okay, so they live in the sandy and moody bottom and or crawl about over the rocks and the shells. So why is this point needed for this particular answer? See, every point that you write should have certain importance, correct? Something related to the echinoderms cannot be written here. Clear? Whatever the related things which we have been discussed about the digestive system, arboreal surface, oral surface, in the morphology, whatever the things are there in your syllabus, you cannot just add on to the answer. Okay, the point that you take or choose should have some significance related to that particular answer. See, why have I given this particular point as crawling? Crawling is nothing but the locomotion. So locomotion, the next point, is facilitated by the water vascular system. So our question is what? Water vascular system, correct? So the locomotor organs. The locomotor organs are the podia or the tube feet, which is an accessory part of the water vascular system. Correct? So oral surface, what does it consist of? So oral surface has a flat It's flat, and which is directed to the substratum in is the oral or the ventral side or the surface that we call. Okay, central disc bears the mouth on the oral surface, whereas the arboreal surface consists of the anus and the madreporite, as I explained in the diagram to you all, which is opening of the water vascular system. So madreporite is the opening of the water vascular system. So water vascular system is a unique system of echinoderms which helps mainly for the locomotion. That is the main agenda for us today, right? So all the canals have vascular muscular walls and are lined internally by ciliated epithelium. So they have a ciliated epithelium which pushes all the the particles from the movement, because they do not have the circulatory system is absent because the water vascular system is present. Okay, this is the main the structure which is going to facilitate for the circulation also. So that means it is pushing the water inside. Okay, water vascular system of the sea star consists of following parts. Here madreporite, it is a thick rounded sieve-like calcareous plate situated on the arboreal surface on the central disc. So as we have discussed a little earlier also, it is present on the arboreal surface. So its surface bears numerous fine radiating furrows permeated by the as many as 250 minute pores. So it consists of the minute pores there. Okay, so it consists of a minute pores. Each pores open into pore canal. Okay, each pore is opening into the pore canal, and pore canal unite to form a larger collecting canals within the substrate, within the substance of the madreporite. So here collecting canal lead to a sac like an ampulla lying below the madreporite. So ampulla is a region which is going to collect all the water. Okay, it is like a sieve. Okay, all the small minute pores through which the water goes, because the dirt, other particles shouldn't enter its body, isn't it? So it's like a sieve filter, so that the water enters the madreporite. Okay, and that ampulla leads to the stone canal, as we have shown in the diagram here. Okay, so this is the madreporite, this is the stone canal, which is a sieve like structure, there you can see, and minute pores it has. Okay, so stone canal is also known as a madreporite canal, because that is going to extend, isn't it? So S shaped on oral side into a ring canal round the mouth. So ring canal, it is wide pentagonal canal forming a ring around the esophagus. So one by one we are explaining. First we are explaining madreporite, then that is going to lead to a stone canal. That in turn is going to lead to a ring canal. Ring canal is what? The pentagonal central disc. Correct? So the treatment bodies are what? These treatment bodies are also known as the racemose glands. Why racemose glands? Because it looks like a flower arrangement. Okay, so here you can see that treatment bodies are 9 in number inside this, so which are arranged in a racemose pattern. So they are small rounded yellowish glandular sacs opening into the ring canal. As I've explained you earlier also, we know the treatment body's functions are not yet known. Okay, it is simply understood that they may produce certain enzymes for the digestion and the other purposes. Okay, and they also help in the defense purpose. That's what is being thought. Okay, so it's still left unknown, and there are 9 treatment bodies. Okay, so Poline vesicles. Poline vesicles, these are the pear-shaped, thin-walled contractile bladders which are situated on the on the surface of the sea star, which you can see it. See, actually the labeling is missing. So you can see it should be somewhere here in between the central disc, somewhere here. Okay, but it is not seen in this particular water vascular system diagram, as I mentioned earlier only. Okay, So it is the structure which is seen on the outer surface of the sea star. Okay, there are pear shaped thin walled contractile bladder situated along the interradial and opens into a ring canal, so they in between the arms. Okay, so they probably store the water. They thus help in regulating the pressure in the water vascular system. So they maintain the pressure of the water which is entering inside the body, because this small minute pores are there which is making the which is facilitating the water to come inside the body, isn't it? So some pressure will be there, so that pressure has to be maintained by these vesicles, or they are facilitating for measuring pressure maintenance. Radial canal, it lies below the umbilical ossicles and terminates as the lumen of the terminal tentacles. So there are the radial canals, which we have already seen in the diagram. So here is the radial canal. See, this is a radial canal, so which is radiating to give rise to the arms. Okay, so then the lateral canal, as we already know, that they give rise to a tube feet. Two series are arranged alternatively. One is short and one is long arm, which which is going to end up with the tube feet. Tube feet, there are two double rows of the tube feet in each arm. Each tube feet has the form of closed thin walled tube. It extends through a gap called the umbilical pore, which lies between the two adjacent umbilical ossicles. So in detail we are writing here about the tube feet, okay, because that is the main structure that we are going to concentrate, which is going to facilitate for the water vascular system. Each tube feet can be distinguished into three regions, that is ampulla, podium and the cup-like sucker. Okay, so the ampulla is situated above the umbilical ossicle and projecting into the coelom. Podium between middle tubular through the umbilical grooves, and the cup-like sucker at the lower end of the podium, that you can see it here. Okay, so in the diagram you can clearly see that this is the sucker and this is the podium and this is the ampulla. Okay, so moving on to the functions of the water vascular system. Most peculiar and interesting role of the water vascular system is in bringing about the locomotion, that we've already discussed, but putting it into a sentence, it's going to fetch you a marks by providing a hydroil pressure mechanism through which the water moves in and out. Thin walls of the tube feet may serve as respiratory exchanges of the gases, because the water, since it is entering inside throughout the body, it is moving, so thereby the respiratory system is also being facilitated, meaning the respiration is going to take place, exchange of gases is happening. Tube feet also helps in anchoring the body to the substratum and capturing and handling the food. Okay, this is how the the way you present the answer, you know the points, but you not know how to present the answer into the answer paper. So as you go on step by step, at the last you give functions and you underline few things. Keep some color pencils, you may not waste your time. Once you complete your answer, somehow you will have to go through the answer, right? When you have completed the answer, you just go through once. So once you just see the answer, you can take one color pencils and just color it few certain words, so that will impart, or that gives the lots of value for the evaluator to actually their eyes goes to that particular words. They will be actually searching for a particular words that you will be using in the answer, correct? If those words are there, they're going to give you the marks. So when you underline your words, when you have used it in the answer, that will really gain the interest of the examiner who are reading your answer. Okay, that will really give you a wonderful marks if you actually underline, so that it will be highlighted, correct? Once you highlight your answer, it yes, of course, it should be a valuable underlining also. Valuable underlining will definitely give you a valuable marks. Okay, so that is not going to actually fetch you things, but the presentation is very important. you know, the how you present your answer is going to really matter a lot. Okay, this is all about the topic of how to get 10 on 10. So try doing it. You will definitely have you will definitely get 10 on 10. So here ends up the topic of today's revision. Okay, so any doubts, any queries can be put into the comment section. If you have really liked the video, then like it and subscribe for it. Okay, we will be seeing you soon with the other techniques and the other videos. Thank you.